Hey, what's going on, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I got one more squat regimen, what do they call it, set to do. But I had to get on here and let you know what's going on with the Lakers. So, first off, listening to Kareem report, and essentially, Demonis Sabonis is going to be out. That's the first thing we need to know. So we don't have to deal with Demonis tonight. That's really good news. Second thing is the Knicks have lowered their price on Cam Reddish. Essentially, they only want one second-round pick for him. And it's a couple teams in the running, including ourselves, Milwaukee. I believe the Dallas Mavericks were mentioned as well. Probably more teams will pop up if that's going to be the price, unless there's something about this young fella that we don't know. A degenerative knee, some type of issue of some sort off the court, something that would make it so that they can't get rid of him. Okay, now the Knicks kind of have a thing going on where, in my opinion, it's not necessarily a fact, but it just seems to me that people are lowballing them for the same type of stuff that we're getting lowballed for, and they've made some bad mistakes in the past, so people are trying to kind of see if they're going to make more. So to me, it seems like it might be a little bit of that going on for the Knicks, having to lower their price just simply because people are lowballing them. But nevertheless, that is what's going on. One pick, second round pick to be exact, should get the ball rolling with Cam Reddish. But the truth of the matter is, when something like that is released, I think one of two things: either they're having a hard time getting rid of him, or that's the starting price, and they expect teams to bid up from one second round pick to whatever, a second round pick, matching salary, and something else, cash considerations, maybe another player, role player, something. But obviously the Lakers would love to make something like that happen. Matching Kendrick Nunn's salary, I believe, would get it done, and a second round pick, I guess, would be the price. Now let's say Dallas decides they want to up it and say throw 2 second round picks in Frank Ntilikina, or something like that. Just example, I don't know. Maybe we have to up it to two second round picks. So I can see something like that happening. I can also see scenarios where teams in general will make a trade, agree upon it, and then set it aside to be added to a bigger trade. So like I could totally see something like that happening here or anywhere for that matter in any trade. So just like keep that in mind as a little nugget. But I would tell GMs to keep in mind that things like that can go south. They can go south. You think you're holding on to something, got a handshake agreement, and all of a sudden another guy comes up bidding up something that you thought you had locked. Mess the whole big trade up. I know it's happened before, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen again. So, yeah, man, it's a lot of variables to look at when you're considering the GM point of view, the chair they're in. But the one thing's for certain is when the Lakers have an opportunity to get a player like Cam Reddish, who's really, really got a low value, right now, we gotta just take a chance, because there's been too many situations where players like this have popped off 2, 3, 4 years down the road, and you should have bought low on him. And this is one of those guys where all the signs are telling us he's one of those. He rolls out of bed, a very talented player. So he reminds me of J.R. Smith. They just gotta get the fire underneath him and get his game flared up and get him in the best shape possible so that he can run around and do what he does naturally, man. Some people you got to teach how to play ball. Other people you just got to teach how to be pros. And I believe he's one of those people you got to teach how to be a pro. They said his shooting percentages are not so good. I don't care, bro. I've watched him shoot by himself in the gym. I know the boy got some Carmelo-like stuff in him. You just got to get it out of him. So the Lakers know that. I know that. And we just need to get him on our team and see if there's something there. And if he busts, he busts. Like literally. Who cares, bro? Because honestly, we need to be taking shots at the wall. You know what I mean? Isn't that what Coach said? Just throw something at the wall? We're at the point where we need to throw something at the wall in regards to talent. I think we should do the same thing with Jared Culver. I think we should do the same thing with Josh Primo if he becomes available. We just need to throw something at the wall, man, and try to find if we can get lottery talent. I've been getting a lot of thought to this, and what comes to mind is some of the lottery guys that you want, the guys at second pick, third pick, fourth pick, sixth. The only way they're ever going to be available is if, in a price that you like, is if they bust over the first 3 or 4 years and people just completely give up on them. That's when a team like the Lakers who don't have anything need to take a shot at those guys. I'd say probably after the picks that I named, probably anywhere between the 8th and the 30th pick in the first round. Sometimes you're not going to be able to get a hold of them dudes until people think they completely have nothing left. And then you got to get them in shape, work on them with good coaching, and then try to get the most out of them. And when you do, they pop huge because they always had the potential. It's just people gave up on them or they ran into injury issues or what have you. But you do need, if you're us, to take chances on players like that, because at the very least, they can be the best back of the bench players in the league if you develop them to their highest self. You know what I mean? Or if nothing else, boosted your G League team. You know what I mean? Whatever. But the point is, you want high-level talent in your organization. And this may be the only way to acquire that high level of talent. Got to wait 3 and 4 years, man. 5 years. A guy like Jared Culver, everybody thinks he's a bust. It's almost over. Grab him. Grab him and see if he has anything. And if he has nothing, then that's it. But you definitely don't want him to just send him to China when he was, the 9th pick overall 2 years ago? I mean, that's the value we need, man. That is exactly the value we need. And we're reaching for players that never had it in some cases, who are just average. You know what I mean? It's like, why not reach for the dudes that were drafted high but never had an opportunity? So that's my thing. Some of them didn't have it, but others just didn't find themselves in good situations. So that's my opinion, man. That's what I'm sharing. Yeah, everybody enjoy the game, man. No Domantas Sabonis. This should make it a lot more of a manageable game for us. LeBron James looks like he's going to give it a go. So that's really, really great. And yeah, that's what I got to say. Hopefully everything goes well. Video 44. Thank you all for watching. Out.